From surviving the Madden Curse to getting banned from LSU, here are 10 things you didn't know about Odell Beckham Jr. He escaped the Madden Curse. And about the Madden Curse, it had nothing on OBJ. Since 1998, after Garrison Hurst broke his ankle, shortly after appearing on the cover of Madden NFL, getting this deal has been more of a scare than an honor. Cause, trust me, everyone's eyes be lurking, waiting for what unfortunate fate the football gods might curse you with. However, unlike his predecessors, OBJ's career didn't turn into a big bowl of mashed potatoes after his Madden cover debut. He marched into his All-Pro senior year with a 1,450 receiving yards. Damn! He's from a family of athletes. From day one, it was imprinted in the stars that OBJ was born to be a 99th percentile athlete, considering how talented his family was. Odell Beckham Jr. was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to Odell Beckham Sr. and Heather Van Norman. His father was an exceptional and top running back at Marshall High School in Marshall, Texas. He then skipped nearby colleges in Texas to join the purple and gold of LSU. His mother, on the other hand, was a superstar on the track, which can be attributed to his love for the sport in his earlier years. Although his parents got divorced along the line, his mother still got married to another sports specialist, Derek Mills, who was a USA 1996 Olympic gold medalist. You can't get enough of those athletic genes, am I right, OBJ? Shaq is his godfather. You thought I was kidding when I said there were no bounds for the sport blood in OBJ. But for real, the great Shaquille O'Neal is his godfather. The big NBA legend played his college basketball in LSU around the same time with Odell Beckham Sr. back in the early 90s. Considering they were both from Texas and shared a room, there was almost nothing stopping their bond. So when OBJ was born, Odell Sr. made Shaq his godfather, and the connection remained even till now. Uncle Shaq, as OBJ refers to him as, played a vital role in his NFL dreams, as he was as proud as his biological parents when he made the LSU team. But let's be honest, guys, the Big Shaq as my godfather? I would write it on my head so everyone would know. His role model is David Beckham. Speaking of his soccer affiliations, Odell Beckham Jr. idolized English soccer legend David Beckham. Although one might generally think of the fact that they share the same name, OBJ has claimed that he generally looks up to David Beckham and the way he plays his game. OBJ has also took NBA star Allen Iverson as a model, and he even met him once at the age of 10 during the halftime break of a football game he participated in at the Georgia Dome. He and his teammates were lucky enough to take a photo with him, which OBJ described to be surreal. Grew up with Jarvis Landry. Although Jarvis wasn't his pair when he pulled off the catch of the century, the explosive receiving chemistry of Jarvis Landry and Odell didn't just start in 2019. You won't believe me when I tell you that both stars go way back. I mean, way back. Juice and OBJ are both natives of Louisiana and have been friends since they were little boys. Although they didn't play on the same high school football team, they made a pact to play for the purple and gold of LSU. And they completely rocked college leagues together. Odell even explained that Jarvis was the one who taught him the iconic one-handed catch. This pair unfortunately got separated during the 2014 drafts, as Odell was drafted to the New York Giants and Jarvis to the Miami Dolphins. However, destiny had something different written in the stars, as they both had their energies reunited at the Cleveland Browns. Since then, they have been magical, forming the best 1-2 punches in the NFL. Landry claimed that he literally cried the day they got back together. And for OBJ, he said it was the biggest blessing of his life. Banned from LSU. Regardless of his myth of a career at LSU, Odell still got the stern warning when it was due. Back in 2019, the LSU football team were having the best season in the history of the institution. They were unbeaten for the whole year, breaking every existing offensive record and won their first national championship in over a decade. All through the course of the season, their biggest fan remained OBJ, as he cheered them all the way to victory. But what he pulled off on Coronation Day wrecked the whole party feel. During the celebrations, OBJ was caught on camera stuffing large racks of cash in the hands of the LSU players, which, well, was a hefty violation of the set-out conducts. So, to reduce the punishment weight from the NCAA, LSU handed Odell a 2-year ban. Other punishments followed, like reduction of 8 scholarships over 2 years and recruiting visits. It was quite a chaotic moment for OBJ and LSU. But for players like Joe Burrow, who got a taste of the sweet cash, it was nothing shorter than early Christmas. He's the most followed NFL player on Instagram. OBJ isn't just loved on the gridiron. He's also a fashion sensation and a heavy social media influencer. He has 17.2 million followers, making him the most followed player in the league. His social media page is swarmed with adverts for signed deals, his accomplishments, his insane workout routines, and most frequently, his lovely family. Odell keeps his family very close to his heart, and at every point possible, shows them off to the world. Youngest player to appear on a Madden cover. Remember I said OBJ is a fan favorite on the gridiron and on social media? Well, you can include game consoles as well, cause he debuted as the youngest face on the most famous Madden at the age of 22. Back in 2015, OBJ beat New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski to feature on the cover of Madden. Odell had just completed his rookie season and had already bagged all the love the fans had to offer. Plus, that was the same year he pulled off his authentic one-handed catch. So yeah, who wouldn't want to see that on the PlayStation loading screen every day? He's called the Whip King. So we all know Odell is a pure definition of a Midas athlete, cause literally everything he touches either goes down in the history books or becomes a trend. Well, that's no exception for his whip dance celebration, which earned him the name the Whip King. After all his touchdowns, OBJ loves to wrap it up with at least one dance move. But after he pulled off the whip, which was a trend dance, it increased his fan love, and even had him in comparison with some greats like Michael Jackson. He was also very good at other sports. Odell Beckham Jr. attended Isidore Newman School in New Orleans, Louisiana, where he was a letterman in football, basketball, and track. In both his junior and senior years, OBJ was a one-time all-district selection for his school's basketball team. He was also involved in sprinting and jumping events, as he bagged a silver medal and a career-best leap of 6.83 meters in long jump during the Newman Invitational. He was also a member of his school's 4x100 meter and 4x200 meter relay teams. OBJ was also an exceptional soccer player, as he began to kick them balls at the tender age of 3. He was so good that at the age of 13, he was called up for tryouts for the national team. But OBJ didn't chase a career, as he didn't want to be overseas for just a particular cause. Beckham is also an outstanding baseball player, which explains his ability to throw a ball over 70 yards. One time, he participated in a charity softball contest and recorded a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. OBJ was even offered a spot in the Rockland Boulders as a pitcher, but my man turned it down. Regardless of all these sports Odell played, he came to choose the gridiron at the end. Or should I say, the gridiron chose him. That's it for today. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos.